This comes to you from the Journal of Minister Mythyw Forbes, the adventures of a struggling artist mixed into the world of mysticism and dark arts. Aside from battling my inner demons, I find myself matching wits with demonic and angelic forces. What can I say? You don't choose the mystic arts, it chooses you. So if you see me in the cemetery, just know I'm trying to save a soul, and next time it might be you. Open the gates of your mind, the damned saint has arrived. It's a bright fall day, before work. I find myself at the apartment of Ezekiel. He's my guardian angel. That is, my guardian angel inside of an elderly Zimbabwe man's body. Usually, I like to enjoy a morning tea with him before work. You know, it's good for the soul. Kinda take a chill, drink some tea. Joining us is usually my friend Paul. He's my best friend. He's a high-ranking magus who prefers to only socially gather or communicate through the astral realm. In order to see him, I have to put on my infrared specs. Ezekiel begins to tell me of a prophecy that is coming to light for me soon. This is what he says. He also goes on to state that the difference of a prophecy and a prediction is that a prediction can estimate, well, any event, but a prophecy is of a revelation dealing with fate, perhaps. He says that this prophecy, this prediction of a prophecy, or whatever you want to call it, he says that it's about a woman. Paul laughs and says, "Well, that is your weakest link, Matt." I sip my tea and wait a beat to laugh and reply, "Yes, I've got no regrets. No one warns you when you're young that even following your heart can lead to suffering. But that's learning, that's life, right?" Paul smiles and leans back and says, "Bro, I think you really need a vacation. I was joking. But your choice in women could have been better. No romance for the mystics, right?" Ezekiel interrupts by standing up and saying, "All right, boys, I need a nap. I have some interdimensional karmic family healing to perform in the 6th dimension." 6th dimension? I say, on a Thursday? No thank you. So, I went on about my day, but lurking in the back of my mind is this chance meeting, this prophecy or prediction, or whatever the hell it is, of a mysterious woman. What's to come? What's next? Usually when I get out of my day job, I'll go to my cousin Dan's comic book shop. I can relax and filter in all the underground stories happening in the city. You'd be surprised how useful a magic card gathering tournament or whatever can be great for gaining tips where the current dark arts criminals and spiritual deviants occupy these days. Joining us is usually my longtime friend, a famous comedian who opened his own comedy club. Somehow I talked my pal Jordan into opening up a comedy club right adjacent to the comic book shop. I swear, sometimes it's as if life is a story being written. Wink, nod. My cousin Dan was critiquing my last stand-up comedy routine at the club last night and what I should improve. I said, "Hey Dano, you don't even go up and give it a shot. I'm a writer. Sometimes it's stories or love poems, epic mythology, and when I'm stoned, maybe some humor slips out." Dan replies, "First of all, I'm your audience. You gotta please me, and I told you to stop that green demon flake nonsense. That shit opens portals, dude." I wave him off. "Look, Dan, part of dealing with this mystic thing is embracing the dark and light, comedy and tragedy. Oh, and you're wrong. Performance is for the artist, not the audience. At least a few ancient Greeks stated as such. But, what do I know? I think it's all about catharsis and all that. Jordan interrupts us. Hey, old hen, shut it and come check this crew out. Looks like Rap Whiz John has a new entourage, a new crew. A loose friend, John Cal, that Jordan and I grew up with, is now a pretty big time rapper on the scene. You'll see him and his crew, at all kinds of clubs but right now, they're across the street at our favorite Chinese restaurant. So I peek out the window, but I don't feel impressed. Jordan, why don't you go and invite his crew to the comedy show tonight? We could use a bigger audience, They're always coming and going. You know what, Matt? That's a damn good idea, and you're coming with me. So we leave Dan to his comics and cults, and like drunken sailors, we drift over to the other side of the street. John and his crew are about to step into the car. Yo, John, Jordan says. Hey, man. You and your crew should come down to my club. As Jordan points over to the building across the street with the big, sign that says comedy. John looks over and gives a jolly laugh. Oh man, no shit. Yo, bro, we will soon, I promise. But I got a big gig tonight. If you can make it, come out. You guys have a great time. Yeah, but I chime in. Well, the comedy show goes until like 1 a.m. usually. I don't know if we'll have time. John smiles. That's perfect, boys. I don't go on until 2 a.m. It's at the White Rabbit Lounge. Be there. They all pile in the car and drive off. From the back seat, I see a beautiful woman looking back at me. Her eyes struck me. I almost said no to going, but I felt a tap, a sign an astral friend is trying to contact me. I put my red specs back on and see Paul. Hey man, I think you should go for it. I think you should go check out this show. Something tells me maybe it has to do with Ezekiel's prophecy. I say out loud, you're right, I should. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I will. Jordan turns and says to me, who the fuck are you talking to? And somehow, with a straight face, so caught up in this moment thinking about this mysterious woman. Was it her that was in the back seat? But I just turn to Jordan and say, just a ghost, just a friend.
My friend lost his vape the other day, and I was like, dude, just call it. And he's like, call it? I was like, yeah, just call your vape. Where are you? He's like, I can't call my vape. I was like, yo, $1 million idea, a vape that's like a beeper, but like, I don't know. Actually, I gotta work on that idea. One of my biggest pet peeves is when you're at a stop sign and the person gets there before you, but they wave you on. They're like, oh, it's okay, go. And you're like, what the fuck? You were there before me. What is this, a politeness contest? Just fucking go.
Jordan and I finish our drinks as the comedy club begins to close for the night. I had fun. I look at the clock. It's after 1:30 a.m. Oh shit, I say. We gotta get to the White Rabbit Lounge to see John's performance, yo, come on. We race downtown. We spend all night talking and grooving with the music and all. Trying to stay loose, lose myself. Be lucid. But before it's too late in the night, I feel a hand tap my shoulder. It's the woman from the back seat of John Cal's car earlier that day. Hi, I say with a smile. With serious eyes, she says, I have to tell you about my dreams. Now come on. You gotta come on with me. She takes my hand and leads me off into the darkness of a hallway. Okay, wait, now what do I have to do with your dreams? Have patience, she says, and soon I will tell you. Tune in for next week's episode of The Damned Saint. Until then, be true, be you, and be aware. There is no fate but what you create. I am the messenger, the Damned Saint.